The cargo bay of the Viridian Dawn hung in silence, broken only by the hiss of escaping atmosphere from the damaged hull section. Commander Jaron Kovacs stood at the edge of the breach, his magnetic boots locked to the deck plating as he stared down at the figure clinging to a twisted support beam 3 meters below. She wasn't human. Her skin shimmered with an iridescent quality, shifting between deep purples and blues in the emergency lighting. Forearms gripped the beam with desperate strength, and her eyes, all 6 of them, fixed on him with an expression he recognized despite their alien arrangement: terror. "Please." Her voice came through his helmet comm, the universal translator rendering her clicks and harmonics into pleading words. "I'm pleading you." "Let me fall. It is our way. The weak must not burden the strong." Jaron had heard of the Thessian Code. Their society had built itself on ruthless efficiency over 12,000 years. The strong survived. The weak were abandoned. No exceptions. It had made them the most formidable warriors in 3 galactic quadrants. This Thessian, a female he thought based on the crest markings, had been part of the boarding party that attacked his ship. Her squad had retreated when human reinforcements arrived, but the explosion that followed had sent her tumbling through the breach. She'd caught herself on that beam, but her squad hadn't returned. Of course they hadn't. She was injured, slowing them down. By Thessian standards, she was already dead. "I'm not leaving you," Jaron said, checking his safety line. "You do not understand." Her voice cracked, and that universal emotion, shame, colored every word. "I am marked now. Marked as saved by an enemy. Marked as one who could not save herself. My clan will exile me. My nestmates will never speak my name. Please, human, let me have this death with honor." Jaron had studied xenopsychology at the academy. He understood that for Thessians, being rescued was worse than death. It meant broadcasting weakness. It meant generational shame. Their entire culture was built on self-sufficiency taken to its logical, brutal extreme. He also didn't care. "Hold on," he said, and launched his rescue tether. "No, no." She actually tried to dodge it, her injured body swaying dangerously on the beam. "Why do you do this?" "I tried to kill you." "My people attacked your ship. We are enemies." The tether's magnetic grapple locked onto her armor. Jaron began reeling her in, his servo-assisted suit doing most of the work. "Maybe that's exactly why," he grunted, pulling hand over hand. "Because you're my enemy and I'm still doing it." "Because maybe that proves something," she thrashed weakly, her injuries limiting her resistance. "Proves what? Human stupidity? Human weakness? You should leave threats behind, not nurture them." Proves we're different. Jaron's arms burned with effort despite the mechanical assistance. The gap closed, 2 meters, then 1. "You Thessians, you've spent 12,000 years perfecting strength. You've got the strongest warriors, the most efficient fleets, the most feared military in the known galaxy." He grabbed her uppermost arm, felt her flinch at the contact. "And in all that time, how many allies have you made? How many species trust you? How many would come to your aid if you needed it?" Her 6 eyes blinked in a cascading pattern, confusion he'd learned from the briefings. With one final heave, Jaron pulled her up and over the edge, both of them collapsing onto the deck plating. They lay there for a moment, the artificial gravity keeping them pressed against the cold metal, both breathing hard. Then Jaron rolled over to look at her, and what he saw made him freeze. She was crying. He didn't know Thessians could cry. The briefings had never mentioned it. Clear fluid leaked from all 6 eyes, running down her face in shimmering rivulets. "I don't understand," she whispered, and her voice held something he'd never heard from a Thessian before. "Vulnerability. We attacked you, killed 7 of your crew. I myself damaged your navigation systems. Why save me? Why show mercy to one who showed you none?" Jaron sat up slowly, his own body aching from the effort. Through his helmet, he studied her alien face, so different from his own, yet displaying an emotion he recognized in its rawest form. "Because someone has to break the cycle," he said quietly. "Your people taught you that mercy is weakness, that helping someone in need makes you lesser. But we humans? We learned something different. We learned it the hard way through centuries of our own cruelty and mistakes." He reached out, and she didn't pull away as he helped her sit upright. "We learned that the strongest thing you can do, the bravest, hardest thing, is to help someone who can't help themselves. Even if they're your enemy, especially if they're your enemy." She stared at him with those 6 alien eyes, and Jaron saw something shift in their depths. "You are stunned," she said slowly. Using his own earlier expression, "You pulled me up expecting an enemy and found something else. What did I find?" Her mandibles clicked softly, a gesture his translator couldn't interpret. Someone who is questioning everything she was taught. Someone who wonders if 12,000 years of strength has made us truly strong or simply alone. Jaren stood carefully, then extended his hand, a human gesture she might not understand. She understood. All four of her hands reached up, gripping his one, and he pulled her to her feet. "Come on," he said. "Medical bay. We'll patch you up, then figure out what comes next. My people will not take me back." "Then maybe," Jaren said, beginning to guide her toward the interior corridor. "It's time you found a new people. One that values strength, yeah, but also knows that sometimes the strongest choice is choosing mercy." Behind them, through the breach in the hull, stars wheeled in their ancient dance. Somewhere out there, the Thessian fleet was regrouping, no doubt writing off their lost warrior as acceptable casualties. They would never know what they'd truly lost today, Jaren thought, or what humanity had gained, not a warrior, a bridge.